Good evening, Warriors. Welcome to the very first episode of the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report. I'm your host, James Charles. Through coaching over the last 10 years, I've created a lot of relationships with my players and their families. I've always told them that whether I'm coaching them or not, I'll always be following them on their journey and cheering them on. I truly enjoy seeing how they grow and what they can accomplish, and I believe our community as a whole enjoys the same thing. So I've created this YouTube channel. This channel has been created to capture and compile all things sports for our Grass Lake youth, from pre-K all the way up to our varsity seniors. This channel will be primarily community driven. What exactly does that mean? I need your help. If you are an organizer, administrator, coach, or parent, send me the things you want to see on this channel. This will be especially important for the younger age groups, as the older the kids are, the more available the information becomes. A lot of information is out there in different forms. My goal is to consolidate everything Grass Lake sports for both individual kids and teams. This is also important for individuals who are participating in some lesser known activities. What kind of things am I talking about? I want to give you last week's scores and results, game summaries, stats, updated standings, highlight videos, and pictures. Next week's schedule, along with upcoming special events, tryouts, registrations, camps, fundraisers. I would like to do interviews with players, coaches, organizers, directors. Let's have some fun and do some live Q&A with players and coaches. Let's hear their story. I want to run some contests and give out some rewards. I'm really excited to make this happen. This will be a weekly series to be released on Sunday nights, lasting no more than 1 hour. Some of the goals of this project are to celebrate the efforts and talents of our student athletes, to amplify the sense of pride within our school and community, to recognize and motivate our kids by publicly celebrating their efforts and achievements, and then enhance program visibility, bringing greater attention to each sport and create more community awareness. A little about who I am. I graduated from Columbia Central and I have lived in the area most of my life outside of my time in the military. I am very proud to say that I am a U.S. Army veteran, and I currently work in the manufacturing industry for both Brembo North America and Homer, Michigan. My wife Jessica and I have been together since year 2000, and she works as a kindergarten aide in George Long Elementary at Grass Lake. We have 2 boys, Wyatt and Wesley. They attend Grass Lake schools. We are very proud to be part of this community and call ourselves Grass Lake Warriors. This was a project I really wanted to do, but was somewhat hesitant because I had never done anything like this before. Everything is new. Trying to find the right software and the hardware, something as simple as looking into a camera and talking, are foreign. But here I am. And please, if you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to email me and let me know. I want this to be as good as I can possibly make it. With all that being said, let's jump into the real meat and potatoes of the channel. Some of the content for this particular episode will stretch back a little further than a week, but as we move forward, the content will be narrowed down to just a weekly basis. The midsummer months will be a slow time, but I think that will work in my favor to get some kinks worked out for when things ramp up towards the end of summer. So, here we go.
We head to Division III, where Grass Lake was taking on Clare, with both schools looking for their first state titles. It was a pitcher's duel early on in this one. Morgan Conrad ended up finishing with 8 strikeouts for the Warriors. And junior Kylie Wyman was on the mound for Clare. She picked up 10 strikeouts for the Pioneers, and we head to the 3rd inning scoreless. Top of the 3rd, Bree Saltz hits one hard to second base for a single. Emily Brown comes in to score, getting the Warriors on the board. Bottom of the 4th, sacrifice bunt attempt, but Kennedy Collins fakes the throw to first base before flipping to Saltz at the plate for the out. Fantastic heads-up play from a freshman to take a run away from Clare. But the Pioneers would break through. The pitch gets away. Wyman comes in to score to tie this up at 1 apiece. Jump forward to the bottom of the 6th. Savannah Buzelli hits one back up the middle off the pitcher. Her younger sister Sophia rounds 3rd and comes in to score, giving Claire the lead heading into the 7th. Top of the 7th, bases loaded, nobody out, infield in, Brown hits one to second base, the throw comes home, but Collins scores to tie it up at 2. Next batter, Layla Smith fights one off to hit a ground ball, it bounces off a glove, Reese Lape comes in to score, Adeline Henson follows in afterwards, giving the Warriors a 2-run lead. Salt's back at the plate. She hits a fly ball to center field. That's deep enough to score Brown. Grass Lake puts up 4 runs in the top half of the frame. Bottom of the 7th, Alyssa Brandon hits a fly ball in foul territory to left field. Lape tracks it down and makes the catch. But the Pioneers not going away. Tessa Kelly singles up the middle. Addison McMillan scores, cutting the lead to 2. Breeze Yarger at the plate. She lines one to left center field for a double. Kelly comes in to score, and the Pioneers are back within 1. First and third for Claire with 2 outs. Conrad induces the fly ball to left field. Lape makes the catch, and the Warriors finish this one off. They hold on to win 5-4, and Grass Lake wins their first softball state championship.
It's insane, honestly. If you would have told me this 2 months ago, I would have never thought, but it's just so surreal, and this is the only group of girls I would ever want to do it with, so happy tears all day long.
Just to keep that legacy and just knowing that we did it for the girls before us and we're going to do it for the girls after us, and just giving them something that they can do this if they really want it, and just showing them that. Everyone's going back to this little place in Grass Lake, and we're all going to celebrate together, because this isn't just for our team, it's for the community.
I went to Grass Lake, I teach at Grass Lake, and if you look up on the wall, state champions and runners-up are all over these big pictures. I've been doing this for about 25 years. I'm thinking, gosh, it's about one time to get up there, and today's the day, so we get up there. So,
Here's another short clip as the girls arrive back to Grass Lake as state champions.
Before I introduce the girls, I should know them all very well. But if everybody takes a look, I mean, we have a police officer who's not even on duty, volunteered to come out here with us. We have all the fire trucks that came out here. For everybody who came out to a game, and the ones that couldn't make it to a game, that were always sending messages. This group right here is a very, very special group. Some people have said not the most talented, but I think they proved different today. They're not only the nicest people in the world, live life right, treat each other right, but they are absolutely phenomenal young ladies. Give them one more hand. I don't even know how we're up there without our assistant coaches. They better get up here. Mothers are up here. Get up here. Also, Coach Dingley, after 17 years, retired this season. She was able to be there to make it special today. I know she's standing right in here, so get in here. I want to thank my family, especially because we had a grad party today for my son, and I was there for like 30 minutes. But thanks to all of you, you brought the party to East Lansing, so we got to enjoy the party there, so that was pretty awesome. So, I get the easy job. I get to stand at third base and just wave my arm. My assistant coaches, I could not do it without the coaches doing everything. All credit to them. Coach Mo is typing stuff up regularly, all the time. My pitch caller down there, we call him Tony Two Tats. He got famous with a picture yesterday of his tattoos. He's got some nice calves. Got a good picture of those. Thanks Mike, Paul, and like I said, Coach Dively. So that was very awesome. Give all of them a round of applause. For all the young ladies out there, especially standing right here, it's no matter what sport you play. These girls play multiple sports. Multiple sports. Not just playing one sport. And like I said, these girls, they're high-fiving, they're handshaking. It's not about them. It's not about one individual person. They played as a team, 1 through 9. The subs on our team who got very, very little playing time there toward the end were actually our biggest inspiration because they talked nonstop. So kudos to all of them. So my wife and kids, my biggest fan, my mom over here, and my best friend for being there and cheering nonstop, supporting Class D baseball 1988 state championship. So that was awesome. I know we got another former state champ here in Jeff Wires, who's gotten many, many state champs and won it on the 88. I went and saw, today I went over and I saw Coach Bechtel at the grave site, and I said, hey, we're going to get her done. And he was with us. So a lot of people with us. When I say this is a community win, this is a community win. And these girls know it. Every step of the way, from everybody who's helped us out, one little message. To Mr. Scarborough and Mo Baird and the Bairds that came out in the field, and Kim Brown during our cancer awareness. These girls know what they're playing for. And that's why they won this whole thing. I've already said they're great people, but they're tremendously great people. And that's what I hope all the youngsters out here can take. It's not about you, it's about the team. Take care of each other and just live right. And that's what they do, okay? So, without further ado.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you. Okay. So, starting down here, I'll go down here from right to left. We have Chloe Hollifield down here on the right. Take a step. Okay, we have Bryn Bell. Miss Kennedy Collins, and don't mind her. She's had a lot of hard shots in her today. She had a tremendous I saw a picture of Ava Hamp when she was younger and she was on that field, said someday she'll be there. I think she was wearing a Michigan shirt though. Was it? So she was there, and I'm glad she got there and she gets the state championship being there. So Ava Hamp. Okay, we got our fierce leader back behind the plate, played an absolutely amazing game, and she's been hot all season. 3 stalls. And yes, she is in her socks. Just want you to know she is in her socks. Okay, we have next, second baseman, Layla Smith, carrying that hard there. This young lady right here probably needs no introduction. This is a girl here that could have bowed down after bowing out of districts last year. What'd she do? She worked harder. She's an absolutely tremendous young lady, and she took the ball for all the big games this year. And she did not lose a game this year. Okay, next up, our first baseman, who's absolutely been on fire this year. Made a tremendous play at first base today, Nadine Hubbard. Another 4-year player here, always sending me inspirational messages, and she's got that game look and that sometimes that dirty look toward me and her dad. Something to see. Can you show everybody? No, you can't smile right now. Show the look. Oh, she doesn't have it right now, so you guys are lucky. Emily Brown. Next up, anchoring the infield at shortstop, Mackenzie Hillbearer. Okay, next up, who we got, I think maybe one play the last 4 games. Did a tremendous job back there in the 9 spot, is Adeline Henson. Our quiet lefty right here came up from the junior varsity and helped us out a ton with some hitting and some base running, Peyton Heath. One of the fierce leaders I'm talking about, you need role players like this, and Aubrey Damashik did just that. Aubrey Damashik. Okay, here's one of the players I'm talking about, young ladies. We got a stud track runner here, a basketball player, a volleyball player. What she didn't know, her final sport, or her least liked sport here, was the one that she ends up getting a state championship in here. So she did a tremendous job. And we're still, just ask her one of these times if she was nervous on the final fly ball to end the game, because we're still waiting for the ball to come down. So, Grease Lake. So last but not least, like I said, tremendous group of girls here. We will be able to let's see, Sunday you'll be able to find out your final stats as far as all state ladies, but I think right now being state champions tops everything, like we've always preached team. Love you girls and your like family. So thank everybody that's here. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Along with a team championship, the individual awards will follow. We preach team first, individual accolades will come next. And as you can see, a lot of these girls received postseason honors. This is for all conference. Layla, Nadine, Adeline, Mackenzie, Bree, Morgan, Emily. Just the awards stack up. All district honors. Layla, Nadine, Adeline, Mackenzie, Bree, Morgan, Emily, Kennedy. And then you move on to the all-region honors. Again, Layla, Nadine, Adeline, Mackenzie, Bree, Morgan, Emily. Honors just keep coming for these girls. It is well-deserved. We've got the Division III first team all-state with Emily Brown in the outfield. Mackenzie Hilbear at shortstop. Layla Smith, second base. Bree Saltz at catcher. And Morgan Conrad at pitcher. Once again, congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. And in other softball news, the Grass Lake Summer Youth League has wrapped their season up for the year. And in our 10U division, we have two teams that had exceptional seasons. Team Camilleri finished 10-0-1, it appears. And Osinski at 8-1-1, finishing atop the 10U House Division. Congratulations to both of those teams, and look to see what those girls can do in the future. Maybe they can follow in those girls, high school girls' footsteps. In football news, we have our varsity Warrior football players ventured out to Battle Creek Lakeview for the Battle Creek Lakeview Lineman Challenge and came out on top as the champions. Congratulations, boys. Keep up the hard work. Football season is just around the corner. We also have Fear the Spear football camp coming up, hosted by our varsity football program, assisted probably by the JV guys as well, but this is for the entire Grass Lake High School coaching staff. For players entering 3 through 8 next year, each player will receive instructional for both offensive and defensive positions. Coaching and instruction will be provided by our coaching staff and current players. The camp will be held at Grass Lake High School from Monday, July 7th through Wednesday, July 9th. Camp will be held each day from 10 a.m. to noon. Players will need to bring tennis shoes and cleats. The cost of the camp will be $30 before July 1st and $40 after July 1st or at the door. A family rate for 2 or more, $55 before July 1st and $70 after July 1st or at the door. Cost includes a camp shirt. I will try to have this linked in the comments below. Also, for our youth program, we will have summer workouts on Sunday evenings. As you can see, the dates: June 22nd, June 29th, July 6th, July 13th, July 20th, and August 3rd, from 6 to 7:30 behind the elementary on the big football field that the elementary kids practice on, in between the elementary and the high school. If you have any questions, please contact Branch Jones at 517-795-9712. Also, registration is open for those 3rd and 4th grade flag football registrations and 5th and 6th grade tackle. Make sure you get those boys signed up as soon as you can. The sooner, the better. Also coming up for the Warrior Youth Football Program is our annual golf outing to be hosted July 27th in Lakeland Hills. If you're looking to sponsor something, there's a couple different packages. Once again, you can get a hold of Brent Jones or Eric Waldo, and they will steer you in the direction for those sponsorships. If you are looking to register a team, make sure you do that as well. Sunday, July 27th, four-person scramble, $320 per team. And that, once again, you can get a hold of Brent Jones or Eric Waldo to get more information on that. If you're looking to get those Warriors signed up for your tackle or flag football, please visit their website, the Warriors Youth Football Program. I will try to put that link in the comments below as well. Once again, this is for third and fourth flag football and fifth and sixth tackle football. Once again, if you can get those boys signed up as soon as possible, that will be great for preparation purposes. Go to that link and click on this registration tab right here, and that will take you to the registration for those boys. Also, along with that, more registration for our younger kids that Mr. Wright puts together. Mr. Wright will put together the flag football for the little guys, the kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Mrs. Wright has put together a great little website here for you guys to get registered on as well. So I will try to supply that link as well in the comments. So get them kids registered to play football. Greatest game on earth. The number one team sport in all the world. So let's have some fun with that and get them Warriors signed up. In other news, our Grass Lake Cheerleading group will be doing a can and bottle drive on July 8th. If you're interested in helping with that, they will be out in the community collecting returnables and cans from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Or you can schedule a pickup at this website, and I will try to, once again, put that in the comments so you can get a hold of that. As I had mentioned before, the Grass Lake Youth League is wrapping up their season, and their annual 8U baseball tournament was held this weekend, with this being your championship team of Mark, Adam, Brecken, Easton, Maverick, Bo, Ashton, Casey, Nathan, and Connor. Congratulations to those boys, and let's see what the future holds for them. In other news, our 12U house team, coached by Gerald Fry, went regular season undefeated in the CAYL. Congratulations to them boys. The future is bright. As you can see, we have two teams atop the Cascades Area Youth League House Division, as Fry and Schneider both had successful seasons based on wins and losses. In other action, the 12U comp team finished their season this weekend and at a tournament out at Western in Spring Arbor, Michigan. The wins and losses didn't pan out, but this year they learned a lot this year. Have a better understanding of the game, but they were led by Cody Steele at the plate this year, hitting .607, and followed up by Brennan Blakely and Pace Harbottle. Nice job hitting this year, boys. And our on-base percentage with Cody Steele once again leading the way, Brennan Blakely at .593 and Avery Reynolds at .538. Outstanding job, boys. And then on a hill, we have Pace Harbottle led the team with 21 strikeouts, followed by Caleb Gutowski with 13 and Cody Steele with 11. Well done this year, boys. Well done this year. And in other news, our 14U team finished their season with a win at East Jackson on Thursday night. These boys have battled all season long together, and it's been an extremely awesome experience. A lot of these boys will go on to play JV ball next year, but they played well. finished in third place in the CIYL with a conference record of 7-4 at the end of the season. They were led by Brady Westcott at the plate with a 600 average, followed by Pete Kazansky with a 471 and Wyatt Charles hitting 417. Also on base percentage, again, Pete 679, Brady Westcott 657, and Austin Laughlin 632. On the hill, Luke Bailey's led the team with 34 strikeouts, followed by Roman Cowell with 29 and Brady Westcott with 25. Outstanding job, young man. Look forward to seeing you guys in the future. And in other news, our 10U Warpath team with our fellow Warriors Riker, Jordan, Logan, Zachary, and Easton finished their season with a tournament win. These boys have been battling all season long, and finally we're able to come out on top. Super proud of this group. Extremely excited for what they do in the future. And let's go Warriors. In other news, at the high school level, we had the first annual Warrior Dual Sport Camp with volleyball and basketball. And these young ladies looking like they had a lot of fun. Probably going to continue to do this, I'm sure, on a regular basis. But good luck to seeing what these girls can do in the future. The 18th annual Grass Lake Chamber of Commerce golf outing was held this weekend at Calderon Golf Club. The proceeds from this benefit both the Grass Lake Summer Youth League and the Grass Lake Warrior Club. So I'd like to give a shout out to our volunteers. There he is, Mr. Grass Lake, Dave Wright. He was out there on the course helping with the program. Also, some of my favorite volunteers working one of the holes, having a good time on the course. Make sure you look for that in the future, as this continues to be a great event for both of those organizations. The very last thing on the agenda for this evening, sports physicals. Make sure we get those sports physicals done before we get back to school, before we get back in action. The kids will not be able to participate without a sports physical. You can see these are $20. Basically every Thursday evening, different locations throughout. Thursday, July 10th, July 17th, July 24th, July 31st, August 7th, and then one on Saturday, August 9th. Hopefully I can link this, but there is a QR code also there that you can scan on your phone and get that set up. Make sure those kids got those physicals ready for fall sports. It may be a little garbled up. It may not be the best in the world, but I hope you enjoyed the very first episode of the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report, and I hope you're willing to help me make it successful. If you're interested in sponsoring a show, whether you're a business, an organization, or an individual, please shoot me an email so we can get it worked out. Please help spread the word. The more that people are aware, the more information I can receive and I can put into each episode. Be sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the weekly report. And until next time, God bless our kids, God bless our community, and go Warriors.